got the Indy 500 on the side here, so I'm just watching that as well.
I think a few other people will be watching it too. Oh, we're live, it says here. Yes, we are.
Hello.
Hello there. Welcome then to the penultimate round of the ARC Clio Cup. I am Savvy, and joining me in the booth, footloose and dinner free this time, is Law. How are you doing today, Law?
Hello. Yes. No dinner this time. I'm free. I'm free to give my analysis from the start.
Not tucking this away some burgers and chips or whatever. Anyway, we've got two people watching.
I had a barbecue earlier.
Oh, did you?
Like a fairly reasonable time. Yeah. Lovely day here in the UK.
It has actually been lovely here too. Up in Scotland as well. So, yeah, all good here. You've just, well, first of all, we're racing at Lago Maggiore. Have I said that right?
Yes,
Maggiore.
I think so, but I think you have to do it in like the slight Italian accent.
Yeah, absolutely not. So, and we're going to be racing on the centre part of the track here. You've just driven this around here. What would you think of this track then? Yeah,
so I'm actually driving it right now.
Oh, you're still driving? Okay, then.
Hopefully the Lobby B boys are fine with me doing this, but it's a tricky circuit, so there's many different lines to go for each corner, and I guess your braking zones are pretty tricky. You have to be really careful when you get on the power, because there's a lot of traction zones where you're turning as well as getting on the power, so it's just tricky to control the Clios because they are quite squirrely on traction. And then there's, as we were discussing, turn 3 you take that flat, but it's definitely flat in the quali, but will it be flat in the race? And I guess it's whoever has the biggest cojones will win there for sure.
It's alright, you can say bowls, you can say that.
I don't know, I need to be careful on stream these days, you know me. Yeah, no, it's a tricky circuit, but there's many different lines, which is good for overtaking. And yeah, it's definitely like probably the complete opposite of Tsukuba, which was just a bit crazy, but there was only really one line going around most corners, but yeah, so this should be good.
Yeah, it should be good indeed. So we're going to get qualifying in about a couple of minutes underway. Before we get that started, obviously I'm going to be commentating in the Lobby A qualifying. Laura's going to take note of Lobby B. But before that, we want to talk about the driver standings, and it's all changed at the top now, with Inman now taking the points lead by only 7 points. He's had 3 wins on the bounce, 1 at Tokyo, 2 at Tsukuba, and hopefully he will go for 4 in a row. Alex, my teammate, now in second. He's only 7 points adrift away from Inman. And then it's the team of Law Rascal in third. Nearly 100 points adrift from Inman at the top. ARC Matty in fourth. Crow Magna in fifth. Is he actually racing tonight, Crow? Oh, there he is. He's just joined. He's just joined our lobby. My bad. So, yeah, Crow Magna fifth in the championship. La Bomba Negra sixth. Thunderpig in seventh. Alex Tenier in eighth. Wiley Coyote ninth. And the Dotum completes the top 10. Then you've got Gianni, who's here tonight. Predjay, who's also streaming on his... oh, Josh is saying he almost crashed his real-life Clio about an hour ago. Well... woman driver you are, Mr. Inman. Predjay 12th, Chosen TV 13th, Food Bar, Keanu, Jerry Bear, these guys are all racing. Eternicus, Chucky, Tetra Guy, who I believe is racing again. Nice to see Tetra Guy racing again. Kofi in 20th, Goofrey 9-1, who's also racing. Chili, Agotto, and loads of others down at the bottom there, but I don't think they'll be there. Racing. So I mean, we've got like at least 21 drivers in all, so that's good to see. A lot more better turnout than last week at Tsukuba. Now for this one, it's an endurance race, isn't it? It's 50 minutes long, which means they'll have to make a pit stop in this. Alright, qualifying is just about to start here now. Oh wow, 50 laps it says here. 50 laps. You kidding? Oh wow, would be, yeah. So for those who don't know, qualifying is 8 minutes long, and here we go. Qualifying is now underway in Lobby A. What about Lobby B? Is it started?
just about to start. Yep, just on next reset. Techno runs a very tight ship here, Lobby B, so we're going to get underway very shortly. I'd have to say, just running around in practice there, Matty is doing a 0.5, which is a pretty quick time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Wiley's not doing too bad either. I just about managed to beat Wiley, but then again, I've not really practiced this, so yeah, I think the fight to get into, well, whatever Lobby A looks like, how many people are open, will be fairly interesting. But yeah, Quali's green here.
So we'll give you a rundown of the drivers that are in this lobby. You've got Inman, the championship leader, Kofi, making his second appearance here, Alex Tadeo, who's been very impressive so far this season, Larasco, Gianni, La Bomba, Alex, Keanu, Crow, Predji, and Jelly Bear. That's your lot in this lobby.
Shall I read out Lobby B?
Yeah, go on, Em. You read. Right. Yeah, go on.
Yep. So
they don't get them noticed.
The thing is, you're just not used to me being ready at this point of the stream, so I don't blame you. So we got ARC Matty, who will I think he'll get into A pretty considerably. Then we got Wiley Coyote, Goofrey, the Dot M, or as I like to call him, the Dotma. Then there's Why Not Sean 2. Then 9-1 Grafo, Chosen TV, Fewbar Atlantis, and our Techno. So they're all underway and they're all on their hot lap.
Well, here comes Inman. He makes his way across the start-finish line right now, and he will set a time of a 53.327. And Kofi's a quarter of a second behind that. Gianni goes third, a tenth behind Kofi's time. Alex goes up to second now, just over a tenth slower than Inman's time. Predji Jelly Bear goes up to P8 there with a 53.8. I'd imagine qualified is going to be extremely close. How short this track is, I'd imagine that the qualifying times are going to be extremely close for both lobbies in that respect.
So Matty's just done a 53.6, which is obviously the fastest time in this lobby. Wiley isn't too far behind him with is that a 53.7? Yeah, a kind of high 53.7, so that's not a bad time at all.
See if Inman improves again then. Does he improve his time? Yes, he does, only by a quarter of a tenth. Now what does Alex do?
Is there a bit of a slipstream train going on in Lobby A?
There is a bit of a slipstream train there, as Alex goes half a tenth now slower there, and the Bomba Negra is a quarter of a tenth behind Alex. So the top three, the top four, in fact really the top five, less than just over 2 tenths of a second. And you got Kofi in sixth, who's nearly 3 tenths slower, and then you got Rascal, who is just over 3 tenths slower, and he's down in 7th place. Mate, I tell you what, exactly half a second separates Inman first to Jerry Bear in 9th. And Crow Magnus.
What's Jerry done?
Jerry has done a 53.8.
53.8. So, okay. So, so he's going to have to speed up a little bit. I hope he's not listening. I just put him massively under pressure. But yeah, Wiley is on a 53.7, so yeah, so that's the cutoff there.
Pole position now to Alex, 6 thousandths quicker now than Inman, 53.269, who started off the season very strong with back-to-back wins in the opening round, but then has fallen short with Inman getting 3 wins on the bounce.
Maddie's just gone ever so slightly quicker, I think about 6 tenths, with a 53.598. And yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say Maddie's definitely going to be in the streamed lobby.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's fourth in the championship. Oh yeah, possibly Wiley, because he's got a different livery. Well, normally we see it's the black and orange, fluorescent oranging, but he's had a bit of a colour shift. So it's like one side of it you'll see orange and the next will be like green or something. So hopefully we'll see Wiley. Oh, he is.
I just noticed that. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. Well, it's like black. It's black diamonds, and it's like red and green, and oh my goodness, that's incredible. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. You just go to the paint shop and just buy it. Anyway, Inman's gone back to the top, and he is now 13 thousandths faster than Alex. Alex did improve, but not fast enough to get to the pole. And now they're all just about 2 tenths quicker than Kofi in third. And La Bomba still in fourth. And then you got the 2 GTSV boys of Gianni and Keanu, fifth and sixth. Alex Tanier is only 2 thousandths ahead of Larasco in 8th fastest there. So bit of struggling here for Mr. Rascal, but he's got at least another 3 more minutes to try and get closer to that. Jerry Bear in 9th, Predji in 10th, and Cro Magno rounding up the field in 11th place. But the problem for Cro is he doesn't have any tow whatsoever. The top 10 separated by just less than 6 tenths of a second. So what's going on in Lobby B? What's the order in that?
Yeah, it's I'm just waiting for Matty to come across the line here because I think he's done a pretty decent lap. 50, 51, 52, 53. Oh, very close. 53.6. Wiley's gotten a little bit closer with the 53.728. So he's gotten a bit quicker. The Dot M did a cracking time, actually. The Dot M has done a 53.7. So if Jerry hasn't improved at all, this could be actually, he's staring at Lobby B, perhaps. Again, I really hope he's not listening. Then Techno's gone up to 4th. Oh, yes, Techno. Go on, my lad. So he's gone 54 point... Oh, he's just done a 54.1. Nice. Okay, so he's improved. Then, so... Buddy, Wiley, Dotma, Techno, Why Not Sean, Goofrey, Fubar, Chosen, and 9-1.
I think you might be a bit concerned if a Rascal sitting 8th place with a 53.5. He's like 4 tenths slower than Inman on this lap, but he's going to have some help with Keanu just ahead.
Oh, Matty's just done a 53.4. Nice.
53.4. What we're looking at here? 53.4. What?
415.
Well, at the moment, he will sit 5th on the grid. Matty will be.
Oh, I hope he's listening to this because he'll be like dancing.
Well, he'll be driving, but he won't be dancing just yet.
You can dance and drive at the same time.
Well, mind you, I can have a pee and shave at the same time, so yeah, I can understand it.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got about nearly 30 seconds to go in this lobby. Inman still fastest. Alex only 13 thousandths. Kofi's getting quicker though, but he's still 700 slower. Predji's gone up to 4th. Stunning lap time for Predji, 53.3, and that puts him 4th on the grid. Stunning effort that from Predji. La Bomba goes down to 5th, Gianni 5th, Alex Tidio is 7th, and Keanu in 8th, and the Rascal is still not improving, but he's got 1 more lap to do it in. Someone has gone off just on the exit of turn 2 there. That will be Cro Magna, I believe, and someone else has gone off there too. That's not Jenny Bear. Someone else has gone off as well. But anyway, here they come then. Qualifying is over, and Inman doesn't improve, but let's see what Alex can do. Does he beat Inman's time? He's only got to find 13 thousandths of a second. No, he cannot. Kofi does not no, Kofi's done his time, so that's the end of qualifying there for Kofi. Oh my goodness, La Bomba's just took it onto the pole. 53.127.
Wow.
La Bomba Negra on the pole. And you were saying about him being very quick in these cars. Absolutely. Superb there for La Bomba. 27 thousandths ahead of Alex, but I think he was like 13 thousandths ahead of Inman's time. Superb effort that from La Bomba. What's happening then in Lobby B? It must have been finished by now, is it?
Yeah, we're finished. I think everybody's going to start finishing their laps here. So, yeah, it's going to be Matty with the 53.415. Then Wiley with the 53.723. Then the Dot M, who's just 200s back with a 53.750. Then Why Not Sean with only 400s back to the Dot with a 53.792. So, like, the top 4 in Lobby B are really pretty close. Well, 2, 3, and 4 really close together. Then 4 tenths back, we got Goofrey with a 54.2. Then Fubar Phalantis with a 54.3. Chosen with the 54.3. Great time. Oh, flip, yeah, Fubar and Chosen are right up against each other. So they'll keep each other company, no doubt. And then there's 9-1 Grapho with the 54.5. Interestingly, 9-1 didn't really improve. He did his best lap on lap 2. you kind of saw there that like everybody was just improving as the track goes on, you know, as qualifying goes on, and I think that's a characteristic of this track. You know, it's about confidence, about like how early can you get in the throttle, how
staying in the draft, really, stay in the slipstream.
True. Techno, I don't know what time he did because he's now exited and he's in the pit. So I'm assuming he did a decent time. I think I saw him up in like 5th or 4th, 5th or 6th maybe. But yeah, that rounds up the top 10. So 53.4. I think that gets into. That
will get him into 6th place. Yeah, 6th place for Matty. So
and then Wiley 53.723.
723, that will put him actually ahead of Crow, so that would have put Wiley in 10th place.
So it just all comes down to how big the lobbies are going to be here.
Yeah. Well, we'll give you a rundown then of how qualifying went in Lobby A. So La Bomba Negra took the pole owned by the skin of his teeth there, 53.127.
That's a stunning lap. That is really a fantastic lap to beat. Hallex and Inman and Kofi is a proper effort. Well done, La Bomba.
I mean, it's just unbelievably close how it is now. Inman 53.141, Hallex 53.154, Kofi 53.224, less than a tenth from 1st to 4th. That's just so close there. Predji, should be 5th with a 53.367. Gianni should be 6th, 53.437. Alex Tadeo 6th. No, wait a minute. 7th, sorry. 53.467. 8th would be Keanu, 53.518. Rascal 9th, 53.570. Jerry Bear 10th, 53.584. And Cro Magna would have finished 11th with a 53.838. So, you know, from 1st to pole is about 7/10 of a second.
That's. It's pretty close. I think there's some incredibly small gaps, and you know, when you see gaps of like 1/100th, like that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing in these cars. So, but yeah, let's talk about La Bomba. I keep talking about La Bomba. I just think that's just such a good effort just to turn up, and you know, as I said before, that I think he's a really good driver. Whenever you put him in one of these slower cars, he just comes alive. He's a bit like that also with the LMP1s as well. I think like he's pretty good he's good in the Grip 3s, but yeah, put him in a truck and you put it on pole. I don't know what it is, but it's such a good effort.
It's just like one of these many drivers that are just getting better and better, and as the season gets on, isn't he? Like, I mean, what is he? He's 6th in the championship. This could be a great point, Steve, actually, for him. His best finish has been a 4th place at the first sprint race at Tsukuba. So he's got every chance to, you know, maybe equal it or even beat it by getting it onto the podium.
Yeah. And I don't think he was expecting to get pole because he's asking about, you know, it's about the formation lap and about what to do with the formation, and I've been in that scenario where
this is unknown territory for La Bomba. This,
yeah, it's like when you don't expect it. I mean, you obviously, you know, you read up on the rules about the formation lap, about, you know, when's the stacking zone and when's the green zone and whatever. But generally, you can just kind of follow the pack. But yeah, whenever you're leading, you have to. You're just suddenly like, oh, I need to read this again. Yeah, I've had that whenever I qualify for pole, but in Lobby B, and I'm like, oh, you know, you have to like look it up, but yeah.
Yeah, I do believe the stacking zone is on that little short straightaway after the Ascari curves enter Hollywood, turn 7, the hairpin, on down towards the start-finish straight. I think that's in the middle of it, which is also where the one and only penalty barn is at this track as well.
I think it's pretty impossible to get a penalty in this track unless you like seriously overdo it.
Apparently, Predji shortcut turn 3 and he got a 1.5 second penalty. I think what Jerry Bear was also saying was there's at least 3 corners that you can get a penalty around here.
Huh.
I think turn 3 is one of them, and I don't know what the other ones could be. Maybe the Scottish curves, maybe, or even the first corner, maybe. At Fiat, maybe, possibly.
You could do lap 1, turn 1. You could absolutely PlayStation that if you wanted to. Yeah. It probably wouldn't be that large a penalty, but yeah, okay. It's not like some of the tracks that we race at, like Monza or Catalonia, where it's just a penalty fest. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's just said in the chat you can get the pen and the S's too. Yeah, so that's what we call the Ascari curves, the S's. That's what we called it.
Oh yes, of course, yeah, over that sausage curb. Yeah, that's right. Although I can't imagine going anywhere near that sausage curb in these cars. Like, did he not go just absolutely flying?
Possibly.
Yeah. So while we're waiting, do you want to spectate me, and I'll take you on a lap around the track?
Oh yeah, hang on, where are you? What about? Oh, we've just got on you right now. So here we go, then. Do you want to do a well? Yeah, go on then. You do a lap then.
I'll do a track walk, but I won't do a fast enough lap that it screws up the qualifying times.
That'd be quite funny though. So this is turn 2, Ravazza, about second gear.
Yep. So this corner. So this is turn 3, and this is flat. So it's quite funny that Kofi drives the complete wrong way. In the grip 3s, this is not flat. Like, you would kind of brake a little bit and then carry as much speed and then plant your foot down the throttle as much as possible. But in these cars, it's flat. But what I'm saying is that in quali, when you've got new tyre wear, is that your car does slide quite a lot here, and you just about control it. But whenever they start getting a bit of wear on their tyres, that's going to be hard. And
look how downhill it is there too. I mean, that's quite steep.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of one of the big things that you have to look out for is not running out too... I'm not sure how if this is a problem in these cars, but in the Grip 3s, you can run out wide onto this grass and it really, really screws your traction up a lot. But anyway, so you get through that corner. Here, so this is what we're talking about, where you can get a penalty here. So you could get a penalty, I think, if you do this. Kofi, what are you doing? It's ruining my track walk. But anyway, you carry as much speed through there, minimize the turning, what's it called, the line of least adhesion or whatever, least resistance. Here, I think you brake somewhere between the 150 board, the 100 and the 50 meter board. You go quite deep, you take that kind of line where you lay at apex and then you plant the throttle as soon as possible.
And again, the track goes down. The track goes down, but not as steep as on turn 3.
Yeah. So hopefully Kofi's going to give me... No, he's not going to give me a demonstration. Overtaking zones, obviously this is one of them. So you brake in between the 100 and the 50 board here. It's so hard to downshift and get that. So that's
Inman, you spoiled it, man.
I'll do it again. Right, okay, we're back out. We're back out.
I think they're doing a stuck check. Oh no, maybe not, because we might do the qualify. I don't know. They're keeping as it is. I don't know. No sign of mighty though. But anyways, go on then.
The quality results are out. I've just gone nudie.
Okay, then I'll get that up there. So you do that again, and I'll tell you how the qualifying went.
Yeah. So as I was saying here, this is completely flat here, but see how my car is just immediately sliding there. So it's okay now when I got no wear, but I think whenever your rears start to wear, that's going to be horrible. Yeah, flat through there, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Line of least resistance, and then you brake somewhere, I think here. But as I said, it's really hard to get it stopped and not slide. Pick up the throttle, control the traction a little bit. It's really hard there. That's what I mean. Every traction zone is a turn. It's like your wheel is turned at some rotation. So that's going to be horrible on traction as a car just appeared in the middle of the track there. But yeah, that's my track walk.
There we go then, so that's a lap around the Lago Maggiore circuit with ARC Law. So as Law was saying at the start of it, we got the qualifying times out, and holy moly, it's unbelievably close there, especially in Lobby A. So as expected, the Bomber on the pole, Inman second, Alex third, Kofi fourth, Predje fifth. Matty will be joining us in Lobby A. And to me, it looks like he's the only one to do so. Gianni 7th, Alex Tadir 8th, Keanu 9th, Rascal in 10th, and Jerry Bear only making it by a 10th, about nearly a 10th and a half. Then in Lobby B, it'll be Wiley Coyote that will start on the pole. Verdotum, Why Not Sean, Crow, Tetra Guy, Goofrey, Fubar, Chosen, and 9-1. But I mean,
that is unbelievably close between first and fourth, isn't it? La Bomba, Inman, Alex, and Kofi separated by 10.
Well, really, realistically, you got La Bomba to Jerry Bear, less than half a second. I mean, that's you know, unbelievably close, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and you look at the intervals between everybody. You know,
oh yeah, 14.
The highest interval is only a 10, so a tenth and a half between Kofi and Preje. So that is just this track, isn't it? It's you were saying this that it is going to be close, and I guess it sort of exaggerates it a little bit, but still, I just think that's just such good effort from La Bomba to get ahead. You know, by it's obviously so tight there, but a huge amount of credit for that. And Preje as well to get into 5th is really good. I think it's really important that he got ahead of Matty, because as we see, Matty is just going to be the gatekeeper as always. Yeah, good on Rascal. Thank you, Rascal, for getting into Lobby A, man.
No, only just though. Only just.
I'm disappointed Wiley didn't get in, but it's kind of in a normal. I think if we had everyone signed up and we had full lobbies, he would definitely be in A. But alas, sorry, Wiley, we're not going to see your stunning livery on stream.
Now he's got next week to do it at Autopolis next week. So just see your teammate then, Rascal, making his way through the Ascari cows. No, we're not. We're looking back at La Bomba now. The pole sitter.
I was about to say that this track is going to be really tough on the tyres. So it's just a single race. We're doing stock check.
Yeah, stock check, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the rear tyres are going to be crying out after not long. This is going to be really interesting how they handle it, because you're talking about different drivers have different sort of driving characteristics which make them, you know, more conservative on the tyres, or they wear out the rear tyres. So say, for example, someone like Alex, for example, is sometimes he polishes the rear tyres a bit more than other drivers, and that's just a habit of his driving style, and that's part of the reason why he's so fast. But he might have to look after those tyres on this kind of track, because as I said, the track having the rear grip is going to be so important, especially with some of those corners. Well, basically all the traction zones you have your wheel turned at somewhat, so you need good tyre life for that to work.
Well, you say about with tyre life there, remember what Alex did at Alsace in the GR3s? Like how he just impressed everyone, and how in the world he managed to save those tyres when he was battling with Inman and I think it was Kofi, I believe it was. It was Stephen. Yes, that was right, yeah. And like he definitely surprised Kev and Chili how much he saved those tyres that got him to the win. So, you know, we know what Alex can do, you know, in terms of saving tyres. He's got
he's a goat. He is the goat.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Did you see last night we did an endurance series last night? Plug for the endurance series. Sign up.
Oh yeah, the Nürburgring one.
Yeah, Alex won it by. He did it. Oh wow, that's a tidy finish from everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. That'd be loads of penalties dished out there.
Yep. It was actually, wasn't it, at this track actually in the Grip 3 season that Stephen did it over the line and got a penalty.
Yeah, he got a telling off from Kev after the end of the stream. It's like, Stephen should not be doing that.
Should be. You don't know what you're doing, Cosmic, in CSX, but you don't do that now. Anyway, so in the endurance series, so we did at the Nordschleife, we did 2.4 hours to celebrate that the actual Nürburgring 24 hours is happening, I think, next week or a couple of weeks' time. And Alex was just unreal. He made two mistakes in the race, which for 2.4 hours is not bad around the Nordschleife. There was actually a very amusing moment where Inman and Alex both went off at the same time, like at the same corner. They didn't touch each other, they didn't make contact, they didn't do anything like that. They just both, like, synchronized swimming, both went off, and Rascal and I went into the lead. It was great. But yeah, he did, I think on lap 3, or I think lap 3, whenever he was chasing us back down, he did an 8.04, which, you know, for the Nord and race trim is unbelievable. And he beat us all by quite a significant amount. I think he beat Rascal by about 22 seconds or something like that, which is still, you know, Rascal's, he's bloody brilliant at the Nordschleife, so yeah, it's just his consistency was really, really good, and it's so hard to beat him. And yeah, I think if you're that quick around the Nord, you're quick anywhere. But yeah,
if you know every part of the track.
Tribute to Alex over.
Also, I hope I'm allowed to say this if ARC allows me to, but I was watching some MotoGP earlier today and heard the news that
Yes.
have you heard about that as well? Jason DePasquier, apparently he lost his life in a free practice accident yesterday. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. It was a nasty accident.
Yeah, it was a nasty accident, yeah. And I think everyone at ARC sends our thoughts and prayers to Jason's family and that, because there was, 19 years old then. I mean, as much as we love, I love motor racing. I've been watching motor racing since, what was it, back in 97, since I was like a baby, really. And, to me, I feel like these racing drivers are like heroes and that, because, they're the ones that are putting their lives at risk, and it's just part and parcel how much safety requirement that you put into the cars, to the tracks. It's still always going to be a dangerous sport.
Yeah, clear here. I think with motor racing, MotoGP racing, that they are just made of completely different stuff. Like, anytime I watch the Isle of Man TT, for example, I think those guys are just absolutely insane what they do. I think MotoGP riders, especially, just the speeds that they carry and the kind of high sides that they can have. I mean, the safety has come a long way, but yeah, here.
Yeah, and just a shame to see another talented racer just taken far too soon. I mean, you had like Antoine Hubert lost his life, and with Jason today, sorry. You also had Marco Simonincelli with the same accident that happened to Jason. So, but anyway, we get on then with the race then, the penultimate round of the ARC Clio Cup, and this is how the starting grid looks. La Bomba flashing his lights will start on the pole. Inman second, Alex third, Kofi, Predje, Matti, Gianni, Alex, Keanu, Rascal and Jelly Bear. That is your lineup. And these cars will go into, double file formation.
Yes,
and,
it's a manual formation.
Yeah, manual formation. Yeah. I forgot the words. I forgot to say what it was there. So there they go. Looking at the tyres then, looks like La Bomba's going to start on softs. Inman's going for the medium tyres. Halleck's going for softs. So the top two of the championship going for different tyre compounds. Kofi's on softs, Predje's on mediums, as well as Matti. Gianni's also on softs, Alex on mediums, so too is Keanu, so too is Rascal, and so too is Jedibau. So kind of a difference of opinion here. Some of them opting for the softs, and some of them go for the mediums.
It's a big difference, isn't it? We don't usually see this with ARC. Usually we see everybody starting the mediums and then going to the softs. So La Bomba and Hallex Hallex has to clear Inman as soon as possible and then get after La Bomba, and then so Inman just needs to hang on to the coattails of La Bomba. This is going to be a very short lap here, so going to be quick. So we've got to look out for Kofi. He's going to be fast. Gianni, we're going to watch out for Gianni, and that's it actually. So La Bomba, Hallex, Kofi and Gianni need to completely just clear the rest of the field.
So the field go into double file formation, and then we are going to get this race underway. Again, La Bomba leads the pack as he starts on the pole position. He can go wherever he wants to, as the start-finish line is coming up a cropper, and away he goes then. So the start of the penultimate round is underway as they make their way in towards Fiat, the first corner. Hopefully we're going to be all nice and tidy. Halleck's trying to go on the inside, though, trying to make it free abreast into turn one, but that's not going to work. And looks like can La Bomba stick it out into the lead? Yes, indeed he does, though. Halleck's on the outside. He may lose third spot to Kofi, who is on no soft tyres, and Kofi is now up into third spot. Oh, is he? Now towards turn 3. Flat out is Kofi on no soft tyres. And looks like we're all single file now through the rest of the pack, and Jenny Bear still bringing out the rear in 11, but we're all nice and tidy on the first couple of corners.
Yeah, look at Maddie. He was trying to get the slipstream of Alex, but he's now going to be... Oh, he's going to be defensive. He's going to get past there by Gianni into the final corner there.
Yeah, we were just looking on board with Matty there. He got very close to the back of Alex's Clio, and it's compromised one spot because of it. And now Gianni side by side with Alex. Is Gianni also on the soft tyres? Yes, indeed he is. And look at Kofi, he's having a look on the inside of Inman going in towards Fiat. So another change of position here could be happening there, as Inman is going to give the inside, and Kofi tries to shut it into Ravazza turn 2, and that's USA 1-2.
Fantastic from Kofi, well done. So Kofi's gone in ahead of Inman, so that was a really, really important move for him. As we said, so Inman is on the... Kofi just got a little bit on the grass there. That can happen, but it's all good. So yeah, now Alex back and forth. I really expected him to take out La Bomba or be right on La Bomba's gearbox right at the start, but he's only in 4th. So he's going to have to take Inman here at this corner. Expect a dive bomb.
Dive bomb here into Hollywood at turn 7. Inman was trying to be late on the brakes as well, and that's going to compromise 2 spots. So now you've got all the soft tyres, 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Inman did not need that, but he's still in 5th. He's still within the slipstream chain, but I imagine he probably would have wanted to stay at least in that kind of 2nd, 3rd position a bit longer. But as long as he stays within the slipstream, he's fine. But yeah, what a great start for Gianni, actually. As Alex goes into the grass, he just about saved it there. Wow. Flip, they're on the ragged edge, these fellas. God, this is a 50-lap race. You know, they don't want to be causing there. So here's a look at a replay. Just the understeer that. Yeah, he's really trying, Alex. Doesn't need to be doing it. La Bomba also got a little sideways on the exit of Ravazza too, but still holds on to the lead. Only just there. I was also just noticing at the background there too that Keanu and Jeddy Bear were side by side across the start-finish straight, on board with Keanu. And there is Matty in 6th position. Predji all over the back of Matty, the gatekeeper. Yep, all fairly, yeah, no major contact, which is good to see. So far. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, getting onto the grass is really easy, and thankfully the Clios are fairly easy to control whenever they lose a bit of grip, but you don't want to be doing that too often.
Just see that to Alex today. We're having a look on the inside of Predji going into Ravazza for better of it, and just sticking behind there. So you got yourselves a 5-car scrap for 6. Matty leading the way, Predji, Alex, Rascal and Keanu, and Jeddy Bear starting to drop off a little bit from the pack there. He's out of the slipstream, but he'll be still there to pick up the pieces if anything happens in front of him. As I think that's Tanira. Oh no, Predji was having a look on the inside of Matty through Hollywood, and Matty, just as much as he is, he's pretty much like Rick Astley, not going to give up his 6th place.
Oh, nice one.
There we go.
I think Kofi's going to make a move. Oh, no, he's not. I was kind of expecting Kofi to sort of size up La Bomba. Very close to contact there between the top 3. As Alex just gives Kofi a little bit of a nudge through the corner. Alex knows. Alex is just letting him know. Wow, La Bomba. That's a love tap. That was a bit of a love tap just to make good friends with Alex to Kofi. Yep, so Kofi's got a bit of a run on La Bomba, but not enough. I think you need to be... Yeah, you need to be probably within about 2/10 at the start of that straight, but will Kofi give it a little dive? No, he's going to keep it safe, so that's nice and sensible. 50-lap race, as you say. Give a call out as well to Inman in 5th place. He's still hanging on with the soft tyre group in the top 4. He's still Absolutely.
there. Yep. He's already built up a 2.5 second advantage over Matty, who's the 2nd place of the medium tyres. As Keanu and Jeddy again side by side, coming across the start-finish line yet again. This time Jeddy has a look on the inside. Going on to Fiat. Will he have the position done? Looks like he will do. So Keanu now down to 11th. So I think with Inman, he probably... Yes, it's good that he's still kind of hanging on, but I think he would like Gianni to be a little bit closer. But he's just slightly came out of Gianni's slipstream there, which isn't the best thing for him. But as long as he keeps... I think the best thing he can hope for is La Bomba starts fighting Kofi and Alex and starts slowing them down a little bit. But La Bomba's holding on really well. Alex looking to the inside of Kofi at Hollywood, and that's P2 now for Alex, so that's now 2nd place for the three-time GR3 champ. Yep, so slam dunk move there, so that was very well done by Alex. Just got the run and got it done. So yeah, so can he now go after La Bomba? But La Bomba's doing, he's about nearly a second clear, so he's doing a fantastic job. Looking at a replay there, Keanu making a pass on Jelly Bear, but then losing it, scraping the wall off of Hollywood, so he's retaking that last spot, but trying to make a move on Jelly Bear. Didn't happen, unfortunately. Just a second behind Jerry in 10th.
So, something I'm starting to notice with the top guys, the left tyres are starting to wear already, and they're going to start feeling out. I mean, we're on lap 8 actually. This race is going to go quite quickly. This Kofi, he could have done a dive bomb, but he's actually staying behind. So Kofi does this in some races where he stays behind somebody instead of battling them to save fuel. So he did that to me in Dragon Tail at the end of the Group 3 season champ. So he is trying to save fuel, it would appear. But just a sensible option, because they're both catching La Bomba. Very, very slowly, though.
It's a sensible option, but it's a very boring option. I want to see some racing, like.
Oh, you're going to see it, don't I? wouldn't worry.
Gianni's actually caught up as well. Look at Gianni. He's, as you said a couple of laps ago, he needed to be a bit closer, and he's actually left Inman now for 5th place. So watch out for Gianni. He's there too.
Yeah. So the whole field is split. You've got the medium runners at the back, and you got all the 4 soft runners. So that's to be expected. So Hallex has considerably closed the gap here, and La Bomba is now he's right on his tail. So will he have the run here? He's about 3.5 tenths.
Kofi getting Hollywood just a little wrong on the exit there, putting a couple of wheels on the grass, so that could allow Gianni to possibly make a move. Going in towards Fiat, he dives out to the inside. Kofi not really defending his position, and as Gianni, they're going to be side by side through turn 1. Now Ravazza turn 2. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be America? Will it be Belgium? And Kofi's just holding on again, sticking 2 wheels out on the grass. Now into turn 3, still again flat out for these soft tyres, but Kofi just holding on now, but he's lost ground to Hallex and La Bomba, who are battling 1st and 2nd. Yeah, and it looks like Hallex is going to set a pass. Yeah, La Bomba saw the attack. Oh, Hallex was going to dive to the inside, make it really late on the brakes, but he's going to have to go around the long way on the high side at Hollywood, and La Bomba just holding on, getting a little sideways off the exit. But La Bomba is starting to feel the pressure from the GOAT of ARC.
They're on the power so early on that corner. Alex is just absolutely nailing the throttle as soon as he exits the corner. He is pushing so hard. This is a great defense from Bomba. That was really good. Yeah, just forcing. That's the way to get the defend into the final turn there, is just to push the person on the outside. So he's doing a good job. He's obviously done a little bit of race practice here.
Obviously, them two battling, it's going to allow Kofi and Shani to catch up to. I'm just noticing there too that Rascal's up to 10th place. Something's happened, I think.
Teneri's pitted.
Teneri's pitting, and he's gone onto the soft tyres. So
here's Hallex gone down the inside for the lead, and Hallex is in the lead. Yep, just sold him a little dummy there. Yeah, you can see La Bomba is trying to push him wide, but Hallex just squeezed through a Clio-sized gap there on the inside, just about. And Hallex is through, but can La Bomba come back and defend into turn 1?
Oh, really late on the brakes. Look at a replay of how Hallex got the lead.
And La Bomba's down the inside, and they're side by side into turn 2.
A little bit of door contact there. Look at Kofi, he's down there in the mix, and Gianni's there too.
Oh, just let him through. Yeah, that's fine. See, they're starting to come off the throttle here, so that turn 3 is no longer flat for sure.
1 second now separates Hallex to Gianni, and then you got Inman 2.3 back. But he's the first of the guys on those medium tyres. Then he's 4.1 seconds ahead of Matty in 6th, Pledgy in 7th, Rascal in 8th, Jerry Baird up into 9th.
He's to dive down the inside. La Bomba's dived down on the last corner, and he's got the lead. I don't think he meant that.
But will Hallex have the speed off the corner though? Looks like he will have. The gap is coming down. Yep, Hallex has got the lead.
The inside. Yeah, La Bomba will have the inside for the next corner. So
well, Hallex will have the inside for Fiat if he could late break it in towards turn 1, which he does. And he's got the lead. Oh, Kofi sideways, has he lost it? Oh, there was contact with La Bomba and Kofi, but Gianni's got up in the 3rd place. I'm going to have a look at a replay.
I thought La Bomba would you need to stay in the brakes a little longer and force yourself around that corner, but you give a bit of respect there to Hallex, but fair play, fair good racing between all of them. I got really excited for La Bomba getting down in the final corner. It's just because you could tell he was sort of thinking about it, but it's like that kind of thing where it's like, oh, yeah, like you know, you're like, oh, should I? Oh no, I've accidentally missed my braking zone. I might as well go for it. That was that kind of thing. But yeah, so Inman has now, he's only 2.9 off the lead, so that's quite ideal for him. But I don't expect Alex.
God, I thought Gianni looked really close on the brakes, and so too was Kofi. Look at Kofi all over the back of Gianni, getting him sideways nearly, or Gianni getting on the power a bit too
Kofi
early.
Way on the grass, Kofi, don't go out there.
He's done that a few times, as Kofi.
You don't want green tyres there, man. You don't want them. But yeah,
it looks
this is
like
ideal for Inman.
It looks like Alex now's trying to stretch his legs. He's now away from the slipstream, the attack from La Bomba. But watch out for Kofi, because he'll probably want P3 back as he go to dive to the inside of Hollywood on Gianni. Yes, indeed he does. Bit of smoke from the rear tyre from La Bomba. Bit sideways though off the exit, and that's P3 back for Kofi.
They are absolutely destroying these rear tyres. They're nailing it on the exit. That must be the fastest way around the circuit, but I can't imagine the rear tyres are loving life at the moment. Interestingly, yeah, La Bomba's kind of, he's definitely worn his tyres quite a lot more than the other guys, so that's going to kind of hurt him. I wonder when they're going to pit, because I just think Alex Teneri pitted only on lap 12, which is really early, because he was on the mediums.
He was on the mediums, yeah.
Yeah. How's Inman's tyre wear? So-so. Okay.
Well, Inman's look, well, obviously far more superior than the guys up front, but don't forget he's on the mediums and the top four are on the softs, and he is catching up at these top four. 1.6 seconds he's away from Gianni. It looks like Kofi, I thought Kofi ran a little wide through Hollywood, but no.
Oh, La
Bomba's gone wide! La Bomba ran wide! But just holding on a second, he's on the ragged edges, La Bomba, isn't he?
Yeah, and will Kofi take advantage of this? I think he will. Will he pull out?
No, he's going to stick him behind.
He likes that. He likes saving that fuel. But I mean, that's all well and good whenever you've got nobody behind you. But he's got Gianni. Oh, this is bumper car stuff here.
This is, yeah. There was a little bit of contact, and Kofi may have backed out a little bit. Still flat out through turn 3, even 16 laps in on those soft tyres. This could all play into the hands of Inman when these guys make their pit stop, because he is still there.
Yeah, massively. He's losing time to Alex now. It's down. It's like the gap's now 4.1. So, what is going to happen here? Why is Kofi going defensive there? That's an interesting line.
Yeah, because Gianni was going to pass him on the outside, not unless he was trying to put La Bomba off, which it didn't work this time.
So what I was saying, like, it's all well and good sitting behind someone and fuel saving if there's no one behind you, but when you got somebody attacking you, he probably doesn't think the same way, judging by his fuel levels. Gianni just wants past.
Just looking at your teammate here, Rascal, he's up to 7th place, started 10th, I think he was, 10th on the grid. So he's up to 7th place, managed to find a way by Predjay. And now he's trying to catch up with the gatekeeper, who's 2.1 seconds behind him. Predjay still in 8th, Jerry Bear in 9th, Keanu 10th, and Alex Tadir, the only guy that's yet to made a pit stop. Still down in 11th place, 31 seconds adrift though from the leader Alex, who is still stretching his legs away ever for more from this battle that's insinuating for 2nd place.
Yeah, and La Bomba, Kofi and Gianni they both all did a 54.6 that lap, and Inman did a 54.3. So Inman is catching these guys on the mediums. They're all slowing each other down massively here.
Let's see what lap times these drivers will do here now with these worn soft tyres there. 54.5 for La Bomba. Kofi did a 54.6. 54.6 for Gianni. Inman 55.0.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, where's Kofi gone? What's he done?
Did he get into the back of... Yeah. We'd have to have a look at a replay maybe.
Oh, they're going to side by side for turn 3. Kofi's going to have the inside. That's a good... Yeah,
oh,
good
he bumped La Bomba, and Gianni hit the back of Kofi as well.
Slight love tap there, but...
I think
I
think the braking distance is going to be different considering the worn tyres now, so they're going to have to be braking just a tad bit earlier than they were on fresher tyres.
Oh, Inman's down the inside of Gianni, so Inman's into 4th. Look at him. What a great effort on the mediums. I know the other guys are slowing each other down, but wow.
Oh, Gianni wants it back. Gianni wants 4th place back. Side by side with Inman towards Fiat, and knowing he's going to let Inman take the spot.
Yeah, I think that's sensitive. I think that what you're finding is that their soft tyres are dead. La Bomba's tyres are finished. especially the left side. The left side are horrible. He tried to take turn 3 flat. Oh, and he's getting a bit wide. He's getting a bit desperate.
That's getting very tail happy. That Clio there through the Ascari chicane, and that's now second place for Kofi. La Bomba is really struggling on those tyres. He's got to be making a pit stop very soon.
He has to come in. I mean,
not unless if he can go another 6 laps on those tyres and do a 1 stop. But his tyres are definitely falling off the cliff.
Is he going to come in? He should. Oh, he's not coming in. They did a 55.5 last lap. I don't like this lap's probably going to be pretty slow as well, but 55.4. Inman did a 54.4, so Inman's a second a lap quicker.
And he's all over the back there. The Bomber's now lost the draft from Kofi. There's some P2 now. So
let's think. Well, I don't understand why they're not coming in. They're so slow. Compared to Inman. I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I just mean their tyres are so effed that they need to come in.
I mean, to me, the left front and the left rear look about just over 50% more wear in that life. Well, more life left in that tyre.
Look at Alex's rear left. It is so much worn than every other driver. That is.
But he's still pulling away because these lot are battling profusively.
54.2 just there. What's in Kofi's done a 54.4, 54.6. He's still pulling away. This is ridiculous what Alex could do. Like, worn tires, they're finished. Nah, I'm just still going to go faster than anybody. It's Keanu's pitted, so Keanu's pitted for the mediums on lap 20. So the medium runners, so that's him and Alex Teneri, are just not bothering to really go that long. And compared to Inman, going longer than the guys.
Oh, Jerry Bear must have pitted as well. Jerry Bear pitted too on lap 17. He did a 123, yeah. So Jerry Bear's now gone into the soft tyres. I would have thought the medium tyres would have been going a bit longer because we saw Alex pit on lap 12. Keanu's pitted now, and Jerry's pitted on lap 17. I would have thought the medium tyres would have went a long way.
Inman can definitely do a 1 stop here. But maybe he's probably going to do 2 medium stints. Are you allowed to?
Gianni! He wants 2! He wants 2 for the price of 1! At Fiat! Has he got it though? Will he have to speed off the corner out of Ravazza? The Bomber's trying to shut the door on him, but he's legitimately side by side. Now side by side through turn 3. And this is going to play to the hands of him because he's going to get 2 positions. After this, stucks him behind the Bomber.
Come off the throttle. He's going to have to come off the throttle. He can't go through with that, but. Oh, Gianni, just hold on. Oh, he was on the ragged edge of grip there. Inman's through. Oh, Gianni, from what I thought was taking 2 moves in turn 1, he's now back to win. Time to do it again. Come on, Gianni.
He may have the run, no. He might have the run on the start for the straight. He'll try it again. Well, let's ride on board with Gianni. Let's see if he can do it this again. Is he sensible with this? Nah, he's going to stick it behind this time. Lap 23 out of 50, so nearly halfway through this race. Alex leads by 5.2 seconds. And Kofi second, who is 2.5 seconds ahead of this insane battle for third place.
Yep, and we apologise to the other drivers, but the gaps are pretty large from everybody else behind, so I'm going to keep an eye on this battle here.
Oh, the Bomber going again. Defensive goes to the middle of the track into Hollywood. The last turn, turn 7. Now is Inman going to go for the crisscross, is he? No, he's not. No.
Yeah, they're all definitely doing 1 stops. For sure. So,
except for like Tanier and Jerry Bear and Keanu, who pitted in very early on those mediums, so they're going to go for a 2-stop stint, I reckon. But these guys ahead, they're definitely going for the 1 stop. I
mean, La Bomba's tires are so dead, and he's lapping nearly a second slower than Kofi and Alex. A lap. As good a job as he's doing. Oh, that's
he's really trying though, and you can't fault him.
No, you can't at all.
He's flashing though. He's flashing
Just a
red
shine
though.
out of
Look
light.
at Inman. Inman to the inside though at Hollywood. But no, La Bomba, yeah, keeps hold of that third place.
Whoa,
Oh, Inman! Nearly tank slapped.
And he's gonna get, yeah, Gianni's gonna, he's gonna have the inside here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just the traction is so tricky whenever you got tyre wear. Even Inman's struggling on mediums.
Now we're on to lap 25 out of this race now, so they will make a one-stop strategy now. Matty's still in 6th, but he is getting caught by Rascal, who is still in that 7th place, 1.3 seconds. So Rascal looks like he saved a bit more fuel than the top guys ahead. Then you got Predgy in 8th, Alex to the first to make the pit stop in 9th. 10th is Jerry Bear and Keanu down there in 11th place, although Keanu has now been lapped by the leader Alex, who should be pitting quite soon, I reckon. He might. Oh, in fact, he's going to come in right now. Look at the left rear, though.
Yeah, it's shot. So Kofi has quite a bit more fuel. So I imagine it's 5 seconds.
Kofi's in as well. La Bomba's in. Gianni's in. The top 5 are all in.
I would have thought Inman would actually stay out for a bit longer.
Well, look at the percentage of fuel, though. So Inman may come out ahead of Gianni and La Bomba because of that 8% more fuel.
Absolutely, he will. And I'll be interested to see how Kofi's gap to Alex is cut down. It was 5 seconds. I'd probably maybe go down to 3. Let's see. Rascal stayed out.
Rascal, Predgy have both stayed out.
So these medium runners are staying out a lot longer than kind of what I thought Inman would do, actually.
Oh, I tell you what, Alex came into the pits with 4% fuel, and he came out with 86% fuel. And we're on lap 26 out of 50, so he's going to have to do some fuel saving, I reckon, this Alex.
Very good observation. Has he... Oh, he's underfueled.
He's pretty much underfueled. Yeah, well, he did. By 10%, I reckon.
Well, Gianni's come out with the same amount. Inman's come out with about, I would say, about 15-20% more. No,
that's
about 10%.
About 10% more, yeah. But now he's on the faster tyres, whereas Gianni, Kofi, and that. Well, Pritchard's got him from 2nd, by the way. While the other guys are on the soft tyres, and then here comes Inman to the inside of Hollywood, and that's 6th position now on Gianni. But that should be a net 3rd place now for Inman.
So Inman needs to get an absolute move on. What's his gap to Alex? It's about 7
to 8 seconds. 7 to 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Alex is 14 away.
He can make that. He can make that back absolutely easily. Let's see how fast his next lap is. As Gianni gives him a little bit of a bump. Gianni, don't be doing that. you're a medium son. let him in chase after Alex, please. I'm
now,
just
Jerry Bear.
This fuel. Sorry, go on.
Jerry Bear's in this battle there too, but he pitted in on lap 17, so he's going to have 10 laps more wear the tyres as Rascal comes into the pit lane now to make his one and only stop. But yeah, Jerry Bear just hanging on to this battle, although he does have 10 laps worn tyres, and he's also on the soft tyres as he's trying to make some pass on the Bomber. But Jerry will probably have to make another stop as Alex Taddeo's gone to the lead now. But again, he'll have to pit very soon. Okay,
so Alex did a 54.6, Inman did a 53.6. So Inman's a second a lap quicker. He will catch him pretty easily.
Yeah, actually. Very easily. Yeah, very easily. With about 23 laps to go, that's nothing for Inman.
So, yeah, because I'm just thinking about Alex's fuel here.
I think he's underfueled.
Oh yeah, because the gap between Kofi and Alex when they came out of the box was the same as when they went in, which shouldn't have been the case because Kofi saved a lot more fuel. Let's look at Alex's shift points here. Yeah, he's short shifting massively.
Yeah, I think he should have put.
It's really hard. It's really hard to short shift in these Clios. They're a lot. They don't have much torque. When you're short shifting, you are slower. I mean, Kofi's taken about 1.5 seconds out of him already, so that even Kofi's going to catch Alex not long.
Actually, Inman just set his best lap of the race of 53.6 compared to Alex's 54.7.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this shapes up, but this seems inevitable. It seems inevitable that Inman will get past it, unless something spectacular happens, but Yeah, I think Alex just needs to probably save. Maybe he can. Right, Alex can get away with maybe an extra 2 or 3 laps of fuel saving, but then he has to just go normal because he's going to get caught easily here. He's got to hope that Inman's soft tires start wearing quickly. Well, we know Inman; he's good with tires. It's a very fascinating tactical battle going on here for sure.
Yeah, but just looking again at Inman here, he's got a. Yeah, I know he'll have the obviously he'll have the better tyre advantage than Kofi in third position. As Jali getting turn 2 sideways, and Jerry Bear nearly getting it off of Ravazza. Looks like he's running wide.
Rascal's wide. Rascal's gone off. Rascal.
Oh,
no.
That's a Fiat. How did he do it then? Did he lose the rear? Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think he got onto the grass and must just
got onto the grass, put on the power, and around she went. Yeah, so disaster there for Rascal.
And for me.
And for you, yep. Third in the championship, not what you wanted, as I just saw Alex making his second stop. So that'll put Inman now into the lead, and now Inman has gone up into P2. He's past Kofi. So now the chase is on to catch 4 seconds on Alex. And I think we just saw the pass going into Hollywood the last turn, and that's how Kofi got into second place.
Yep, so Inman is, what, 3.7 seconds off the lead, so he's halved that gap in 3 laps. No, sorry, 5 laps.
Pretty much.
Laps. 5 or 6 laps, yeah.
It's just the inevitable. And Alex, what can Alex do? Because Inman is starting to catch up, and fast as well.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand Alex why he's done this.
For me, he should have put more. He should have put 10% more of fuel in. Then he should have been good.
It's an unnecessary. It's if it was a gamble. He did this, so I know you guys didn't stream A last week, but he did exactly the same last week in Tsukuba. He underfueled massively. I mean, he was just easy picking at the end. That's why I finished second at the second race. He massively underfueled. He said it wasn't a mistake, he was just trying a different strategy. But what I don't understand is that he had a 5-second gap to Kofi. He didn't need to take a risk. Just play it. Play it easy. Play the numbers game.
Inman's already gained at least 7 tenths alone on this lap, down to 2.4 seconds. La Bomba's back up into 5th place. He's past Jelly Bear, so La Bomba back to 5th, back into the top 5. And Jelly Bear should be pitting sometime soon, actually, if his fuel's not looking too good.
Oh yeah, he's one of the 2 stoppers, right? Must be.
As well as Keanu there, up in 8th. But he's got 50% of fuel left as Keanu, so he could... he might be good to go the rest of the way, I'm not too sure. Pregi down in 9th, Rascal in 10th, and there's Tania, who is now on the soft tyres yet again.
I'm just thinking about Bomba. He started on pole, and now he's... it's just a tale of the tyre wear, of like conserving your tyres as much as you can, and he's fallen short of his fellow competitors, and I guess that's the difference between him and us mere mortals and the top guys. They could just go fast and save their tyres, and I think, yeah, he definitely fell foul of all of that, unfortunately. But still a good effort from him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Last lap comparison then for Alex, 54.6 compared to a 53.9 to Inman. The gap 1.5 seconds with about 17 laps to go. And Kofi is still there, 1.5 seconds adrift in a 3rd, and then Gianni in 4th, La Bomba you mentioned in 5th, and Jelly Bear still holding on. That's really, realistically, the closest battle out there, not unless of Matti, Keanu and that are quite close there, as well as Pregi in 9th, and then you got Rascal and Alex there separated by less than a second.
Yeah, but I think Alex Deneri should be making moves on Rascal very shortly with the fresh tyres. And then it's another 7 seconds up to Pregi. So, yeah, Alex, I think he can best hope for a 9th place, I think, with his strategy. Although, I suppose when Jerry's coming into the pits now, so he will probably come out, I don't know, 30 seconds back. No, he'll come out last, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah. So,
anyway, the gap is now less than a second. Inman is nearly within slipstream distance of the leader, Alex. Inman going for 4 in a row, and he's got a very good shot of doing it. He's now in the slipstream, less than 7 tenths, and the gap is just disintegrating
before our very eyes. It's... I mean, this is another thing that the top guys do. When they have a tyre advantage, they make the full use of it. They really go hammer and tongs. Like, you know when they're in a faster tyre. That's so impressive. Like, hey, Inman's just taking the opportunity massively.
Also, Inman is short shifting too.
Yeah,
and he's braking quite early. Yeah, so
very, very similar. I mean, Kofi's got a little bit more fuel. I wonder. I think Kofi could get second. I don't think he can hold a count unless, as we saw on the first stint, if Inman started being as fast as the top guys, I think maybe about 15 laps in. So Kofi needs to just keep a distance, and he might get his opportunity with Inman, but he just needs to keep within about 2 or 3 seconds. He's got to hope that Alex really holds Inman up here. What's Inman do? I think Inman's got to stay behind him here.
Yeah, he's got to play the strategy what he's done, the last few times, isn't he? And just stay behind Alex, save the fuel, and then when it comes to like a pass, then he'll go for it.
Yep. So this is quite smart, actually, and this is something that Alex doesn't have, the benefit of a slipstream. So I am imagining he's probably turning the fuel mix down to maybe like 2 or 3. It isn't too bad. It keeps you within sight. Is Kofi appearing any quicker? Yeah, Kofi's done pretty much the same. The top 3 is all done pretty much the same time.
Inman getting closer, 4 tenths now he is away from the leader, Alex.
Yeah, it's 100% saving fuel. So we might have a bit of a status quo here, but Kofi, you really need to catch up here. I noticed actually, so Alex and Inman, yeah, the fuels are starting to come together, they're starting to merge a bit. So Alex and Inman are doing a good job of saving fuel now to the level that Kofi had. Kofi had quite an advantage there a couple of laps ago, but not anymore.
I tell you what, I think another strategy what Inman and Alex are doing is they're actually not even touching the brake going into its turn 1. Where we're on board with Kofi, he is hitting the brakes quite hard into turn 1.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's another way for Inman and Alex to save that bit of fuel. Just not touching the brakes, not touching the accelerator, you could save that bit more fuel.
Just basically, it's one of the biggest ways actually to save fuel in GTS is just to short shift. Coast brake, so lift and coast, but use maybe about 50% of the throttle of the brake as opposed to 80 or 90%. I mean, yeah, Kofi's not putting them under a huge amount of pressure, so...
Now he's lost half a second alone on this lap.
Yeah, what's going on with Kofi's pace? Oh, the mediums are...
Yeah, the mediums. Yeah, there you go. There's Inman. Coasted again. Not touching the brake. Did a bit when he was getting closer to turn 1. Looks like Alex made a little mistake off of Fiat. And then getting sideways off of Vatsa as Keanu will make his second and last pit stop. And that will put Rascal now up into 8th.
I suppose what this is like... I thought Inman would just clear Alex and then just clear off. But... the only thing I can think of is...
he's putting on a show.
Well, no, Inman never... well, I suppose it's his championship, isn't it? But,
And now we know that he drives one of these cars in real life, so obviously it's a big advantage for him, isn't it?
Well, he said he almost crashed it earlier, so he's keeping it clean so far. But his tyres might wear like so much that the mediums start becoming the same pace.
Well, let's not forget, will these cars actually suffer? Will these tyres suffer? Will these cars also suffer from the turbulent air?
No, that's not a thing in GTS at all.
Oh, okay then.
It's more like there is turbulent air, and it does affect. But I don't think it affects the Clios at all. They have absolutely no aero. It doesn't really affect it. It does affect them in the GT3s and the SF, the Super Formulas for sure, but not in the Clios. So, let's see how this pans out. Alex might be happy with this.
Oh, that might be an opportunity there, because Alex got a little sideways off of Hollywood. And is Inman going to sneak out and make a pass?
He's coming off the throttle, so...
Yep, again coasting and then braking. Alex sideways there through Fiat. He's feeling the pressure, isn't he?
But surely they have enough fuel now. Surely that's enough. It's only 9 laps to go. And they got like about 47, 45%, haven't they?
About 40% of fuel left, yeah.
Interesting.
Kofi is now 3 seconds away from this battle. But the gap's going up now, and now Alex is going defensive. Now this is Inman's time to go. Now Alex, can he hold off Inman? Laid around the outside through Hollywood. He might have to speed off the corner. He's got it done. He might have to speed off the corner through Hollywood, and he might have the lead. So yeah, Inman into the lead of the race, and Alex is going to have to stick him behind, and he's got to hope for dear life he could stay behind Inman on those slower tyres.
He's going to have to dive it. Oh, he's not? Okay. That's sometimes when you're on the slower tyre, that's like the only way that you have to start really being aggressive, but okay. So probably Alex is now thinking, okay, 3rd place, I want to get 2nd at least. But then Kofi isn't really making an impression.
Yeah, Kofi's not making a real threat to try and pose Alex for P2.
So,
anyway, meanwhile,
go on.
I was going to say, looking down through the field there, so we don't count out, Inman and Alex as always. So we got Gianni in 4th, Matty's still in 5th, but he's maybe getting a bit chased down from. In fact, actually, Matty's gone to 5th now. The bumper's relegated to P6. Pregi in 7th, Rascal and Alex Teneo still having their battle for 8th place on the track. 10th place is Jenny Bear, just getting a couple of wheels on the grass at turn 3, and Keanu rounding out the field in 12th place, 40 seconds behind the new leader Inman.
Yeah, and I've been watching Alex and Rascal a little bit the past couple of laps,
and they're catching to Pregi.
Yeah,
they are catching.
They're battling hard. Here's Alex down the inside. He's going to have a big dive bomb.
Into Fiat.
Rascal's going to hold it round the outside. Oh, you need to go a bit deeper than that, Alex, if you're going to beat Rascal. Rascal is a wily old fox. Oh, they're way out into the grass. Is that the line?
It must be the line.
It's like
I see
there's
Kofi
tire marks on the grass there. Like,
I mean, that's mostly from Kofi.
Yeah. But yeah, Alex, you needed to get that move done there, fella. But he's got a significant fuel advantage over Rascal, so I wonder if that will come into play at all. But yeah, Pregi is... Rascal's fast really caught up actually in Pregi there as well.
And what tyres is Pregi on? So they're all on the soft tyres, but Alex has got more of the fresher tyres in hand over Pred and Rascal.
Yeah, and up front, just I was really impressed by Matty being in 5th, and I was trying to figure out why. And his soft tyres are struggling. He has to do another 6 laps in those. That's going to be a struggle. So La Bomba still not out of the count for 5th, but Matty has to his tyres have to absolutely fall off a cliff really for him to get anywhere near that.
Yeah, looking at La Bomba, he's got nearly 4 seconds to catch up to Batty, so he's got we're coming up with about 6 laps to go. That's probably about 8/10 a lap to really catch up to Batty. Then he just goes through and shot. But I'm seeing Rascal having a look on the inside at Hollywood. It's on Pregi, and that is 7th place there for Rascal. Can Alex take advantage of it? No, he doesn't. So Rascal now up into 7th. Pretty good recovery from that spin he had early on in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he lost a significant amount of time. So will Pregi? Yeah, Pregi's completely lifting and coasting to the point where Alex almost had the inside there, and he's going to have the inside, but Pregi's going to have the inside for the next corner. And will Alex do the wee old switcheroo and go into turn 3? No, he just stays behind. That's sensible. And now he's going to have a slipstring for the entire straight here.
And I tell you what, Rascal's catching up on La Bomba. 2.2 seconds. I think La Bomba made a mistake. We're going to have a look at a replay, see what he did. So riding aboard with La Bomba, because he was about 3 seconds ahead of Rascal. Was it turn 3? It's just coasting off, isn't it? Yeah, really coast off turn 3. So Rascal's really caught up now to La Bomba, and the gap is now 1.7. So Rascal's alone gained about 1.5 seconds on this lap.
I mean, the thing is, Rascal and La Bomba's fuel are very, very similar. You got like some guys absolutely freaking out about their fuel levels and going really, really slow, and then you got Rascal just being like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can."
Last lap there for La Bomba was a 55.9 compared to Rascal's 54.3. 1.6 seconds he is quicker as Alex Talia's gone up to 8th place. He's passed Pred G2.
Yeah, Rascal is consistently a second quicker, like, for the past 10 laps. So yeah, Rascal's finally found some pretty good pace here. But I'm just trying to work out what's going on with the fuel. Why is La Bomba going so slow? They got simply, either one of them is wrong. Or maybe La Bomba's just thrown it in. Like, I suppose starting pole, leading the first 10, 15 laps of the race, and now he's facing the prospect of finishing 7. That cannot be a nice feeling.
So Rascal trying to go for 6th place, and they're catching up to Matty in 5th. 6 seconds though, so Matty's got pretty much. If I tell you what, Matty's closing up to Gianni. There's only less than a second separating Gianni to Matty, so Matty can get a potential 4th place here. Yeah. And he's cleaning really quickly on Gianni too. That would be at turn 3.
There's huge time deltas going on here. So the softs are wearing, like, the softs are dead, but they're still much faster than slightly worn mediums. And
that would be because of turn 3, because the softs can take it flat out, whereas the mediums can't.
He's just gone, he's completely just had a massive oversteer sliding moment into the final corner. Rascal takes 6th, come on, son.
Here we go, when he was defending 6th place, really late on the brakes, and absolutely tried to PK drifter around Hollywood, but to no avail. That's a P6 now for Rascal.
Yeah, and Matty has taken 4th place, and they're side by side through turn 3, and Matty's going to take it.
Around the outside is Gianni. Gianni sideways off at turn 3, but Matty up to 4th place.
Nice one, fella. Matty 4th place. What a fantastic job that he's done.
It just seems to be...
La Bomba could fall down to 8th here. Look, Alex Taderi's only a 10th behind and it is slipstream. Oh, La Bomba, I feel for him so much.
Again, going defensive again, going in towards turn 7. Don't slide it this time. Alex really late on the brakes. He may have an overlap on the exit of Hollywood, and that is 7th place for Alex and La Bomba from pole all the way down to 8th.
It makes me sad. I understand how he's probably feeling, but there's been a huge penalty for the guys who have started the race on the softs. A huge penalty. I think the only Kofi's really gotten away with it, but everyone else has fallen back down through the field significantly. Apart from Alex, of course. But then, yeah, he was looking good for the win there, but...
Well,
yeah.
Here comes Inman. He's going to start the last lap of the race. Nearly 6 seconds he has over Alex, and he's going to be on course to hold on to his championship lead, and he will make it 4 wins in a row. Alex still in 2nd, and he's going to stay in 2nd because Kofi is nowhere near him. 5 seconds adrift he has over Kofi. Kofi's first appearance in this championship was a 3rd place. He's going to finish 3rd here yet again. And Matty stretching his legs away from Gianni, who's now down to 5th place. And there is a look at Rascal in 6th, and he's got a 1.2 second advantage over Alex Tadir in 7th. And the Bomba, again, you just have to feel from him from pole all the way down to 8th place. What could have been for La Bomba, though, as well.
Yeah, I just think it's unfortunately just a strategy choice. Starting on the softs, not the best, unless you can really, really conserve the tyres.
Here comes Inman in, flashes the lights, 4 wins in a row for Inman. He wins the penultimate round of the championship. Alex will cross the line in P2. Then we're going to have a look then at Kofi will cross the line in 3rd position as Keanu looks like he's weaving left and right there to finish in 11th place. Don't do that because you get penalised like what Stephen did.
Yep.
Anyway, flashes the lights down. And Matty, great effort of him to finish in 4th position. Gianni will cross the line in 5th. Then it'll be Rascal. Good recovery from the spin he had at Fiat there. Alex Tadir in 7th. La Bomba in 8th. Predje will cross the line in 9th, and then we just wait for Jerry Bear making his way towards Hollywood, the last cut down, and he will complete the lineup, and he will be the last car on the lead lap as Keanu finished the lap down. And here comes Jelly Bear across the line to finish in 10th place. So a good effort there all round for for Predje and Jelly Bear, and that is it.
Yep. Rascal was doing. I just kind of think, what if he didn't spin? He could have got 4th because his lap times were on par with what Inman was doing out front. So it's a little bit of what if there, I think. But yeah, no, good effort from Inman. Well done. Good strategy choice. Held on to the tyres, held on to the traffic, made the right calls with the fuel, and yeah, brilliant race from Inman. Well done, fella.
There we go, then. So there's the unofficial results then. Inman wins, Alex second, Kofi, Matty, Gianni, Rascal, Alex, Labomba, Predje, Jerry Bear, and Keanu finished the lap down. And also Keanu was the only one to pick up a penalty, which we didn't see there as well. Fast lap though set to Alex with a 53.5, set on lap 5 out of 50. But yeah, funnily entertaining race all around there, Law. What did you think of it?
Yep, good race. Well done, fellas. Good strategy options. It was quite, really interesting fuel strats, I have to say. I didn't see what the fuel was going over the line for most people. There are strange mix of some very fuel anxious drivers and some guys just going all hell or heather for leather. But yeah, I'm trying to think of my driver for the day.
Yeah, I think that's a no brainer for me.
Who?
I'd give it to Inman.
Okay.
I'd say Inman for me.
I'd probably give it to Matty.
Oh yeah, Matty's a good candidate as well. Yeah, Matty could be.
Yep. He made it work, and I think he absolutely maximised the result. So yeah, I'd give it to Matty. Also, yeah, Inman of course. But I always feel like when you give the driver of the day to the winner, it's a bit like, you got to be hipster a little bit with these.
Well, I mean, the only reason why I say that is because he kept up with the likes of La Bomba, Kofi, and Gianni, who were on the faster tyres, and Inman was still there. And I mean, that's what got him the win, because he kept up with the guys that were, they kept on battling, and that helped Inman's advantage, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. No, true. I agree with you on that.
So anyway, that has been the broadcast here. So that was been round 4 of the ARC Clio Cup. Are you going to be in the booth with me again next week at Autopolis?
Yep, I will. Okay
then. So you're going to be hearing again from Law. So yeah, we're going to end the broadcast right now. So I've been Savvy.
And I have been ARC_Law_.
Lovely. And we'll see you again next week for the finale at Autopolis. It will be a double race, so the championship will go down to the wire between Alex and Inman. We'll see you later.